going on there, it's all stabilised.
Yeah.
But that's the real purpose of a berm.
A berm?
A berm.
How do you spell that?
It doesn't explode. B-E-R-M.
You've got a really nice berm, Jenny.
Thank you very much.
Close to the rampart, Rex found a small cache of rounded stones, and these are typical of what's been found at other Iron Age sites.
Sling stones. You couldn't possibly have stones all this size just happen accidentally. These have been deliberately collected to be used as slingshots, and I'll bet you, by the look of the surface conditions, they've come off the beach.
Iron Age reenactor David Freeman's here to demonstrate how effective a weapon the slingshot was.
If you had a packed a number of armed men coming at you.
A few of you with slings.
I mean, how on earth was it for the Romans if they'd have been on the receiving end of that?
Serious problems. Get one in the face, it'll just simply take all the bones out without any bother at all. It'll kill you almost instantly.
Good God.
The gap at the top of the armour, if it hits in through there, it'll go embed itself in your chest. In the Roman medical manuals, there is actually instructions on how to get a slingstone out of a soldier's body.
Is that right?
Using a pair of tongs that are pushed in to grab the stone. They have to hold them down on the table because there's no anaesthetics.
Naturally, Phil wanted to go.
Better, yes, nice one.
Yes!
Excellent. Well,
In our little experiment, we managed a distance of about 80 metres, and in terms of speed...
71.5!
Yay!
I tell you what, you're nicked, mate.
Enough fun and games. Time at last to let John have a break while we look. As a reminder of what Iron Age buildings looked like, Phil and Peter Reynolds have gone to visit a reconstructed roundhouse at Bodrifty, about 20 miles away.
I mean, you get something like this, and our site suddenly springs to life. You imagine dozens of these all over the hill fort.
The big difference with this house is that it's built in an area where granite's available, whereas the walls of roundhouses at Gear more likely were built of earth and faced with small stones similar to a Cornish hedge.
The Cornish hedges, you know, where you've got two sets of stones either side and an earth infill, what would that leave archaeologically if you were to plough it out to hell and back?
Oh, yeah.
It would disappear, wouldn't it? All that skillet would smash down into the tiny bits we find in the soil.
Yeah.
Right? The soil would be distributed fairly evenly through time, and all you'd have is the foundation bit,
which is what we've got. Right, shall we go in and have a look?
Let's have a look inside.
The size of this roundhouse is similar to the one Kate is currently excavating. As you can see, the roof doesn't have a hole in it. The smoke from the hearth would have gradually seeped out through the thatch.
Yeah.
Now, we've got a beaten earth floor.
Good functional floor.
A really good floor. And then in the middle, the hearth.
But the thing that really saddens me on a site is that we've got this beautiful building.
Yeah.
We've got no evidence for that at all.
None.
And yet, from an excavation point of view, it gets worse because we wouldn't even get the floor. It's all been ploughed away.
Yeah. And the only thing we're going to get is the magnetic anomaly from where the fire was.
The very base of the deepest features.
Yeah, that's all there is.
And at Gear...